Hey, good evening, everyone. I hope that you guys are having an amazing day. What day is it? Is it like Tuesday? Yes, I think it's Tuesday. Happy Tuesday to you. My name is Lexi Johnson. I am the Chief Servant Officer of MM4H Missions, where we specialize in short term international mission trips where we act cooperatively, give extravagantly, meet the needs of the people. And we do all of that so that we can win souls and make disciples for the kingdom of God. That's what it's all about. So we have been coming to you over the last several days, just talking to you about missions and what missions is, and really what you can expect missions to be about with MM4H, which stands for Money Mastery for Her. So I'm grateful to the Lord for having given me this vision, this mantle, if you will. It is a very humbling one, and it is very rewarding, right? Because you think that you're going overseas to assist others, right? And to serve others. But even as missionaries, even when we go, we are served as well, right? The people are just so great. And, not only are we served well by them, but we're also it's just amazing what God does and how we encounter God as individuals and as a group, right? And so the experience is just one of a kind. It's just one of a kind. So we've been talking about various different topics, from what is missions to what is a missionary, to spiritual warfare and missions, to spiritual gifts and missions, to culture and missions. Last night we talked about servant leadership and missions. Wasn't that wonderful? Elder Joan T. Randall, our co-lead, led out last night. And so tonight we are talking about physical preparation and missions, because yes, there is physical preparation that needs to be done. And if you don't know a whole lot about missions, you might think, what do you mean physical prep? You're just going over there to serve. Maybe you're going over there to feed some people, or pass out school supplies, or whatever it may be. What do you mean physical preparation? Listen, a missionary has to do physical preparation, okay? And here's why. When we go, a lot of times, number one, the days can be very, very long, okay? So you want to make sure that your stamina is up, that your endurance is up. So that requires like some physical preparation, right? The other way that we prepare, physically, is because uh, foods can be different when we go over there, right? So I'm going to come back and kind of talk in specifics, like how we prepare. I just want to give you some reasons as to why we need physical preparation, right? So the food can be different over there. And then, depending upon the type of work that you're doing, I mean, because we could be doing anything. It could be something as simple as serving food, but then it could be also something like building structures, right? So we have to be physically prepared. So in our training, we talk quite extensively about being physically prepared. So I'm always encouraging the missionaries to make sure that they are getting some sort of exercise in, even if it's just walking, right? Because it's like, if you're not really the one to exercise, and you're not really the one that has been going to the gym, to try to just get into all of that right away, maybe a little bit much for some. So it's like, okay, at least just walk, right? So personally, I like to get 5 miles in per day. I'm looking forward to upping those number of miles as the weather gets warmer here in the Midwest. And so that's part of building that endurance and building that stamina, because there are days that we can be on our feet for a long time. There are days that, depending on where we might have to go in the city, in the country, there could be a lot of time for travel, which is tiring as well, it's like I'm just sitting down, whether it's on the bus or on the train or whatever the case may be. And if you're traveling for some hours, you guys know this, if you've traveled, right? You're not doing anything, you're just sitting there. But for whatever reason, that can be very taxing and tiring too, right? So there may be some travel that needs to be done on any given day. Then you go and then you're serving for long periods of time. Like we may be in one location for a period of time, and then we get up and then we got to go to another location for a period of time. And so the days can be very long. I mean, there are times we're starting out like 7, 8 in the morning, and we're not, making it back until 8 at night, right? Like a good 12-hour day. And then we still debrief when we get back. And so it makes for long days, right? So we have to be prepared. So I tell the missionaries, minimally, okay, start walking. Like don't wait until the trip, or a week or two before the trip to start getting yourself physically together, because it won't work. But as soon as we begin, our training, hey, get out there, minimally do some walking, right? Last year when we went to Kenya, we had an opportunity to walk up a mountain, right? And so let me just say, there were only two, two of us, two or three of us, two of us from our team that came from the US. There was two other people from the team from Kenya. Then there was our guide. I believe that was it that made it up the mountain. Everybody else went the other way, right? They were not ready. They were not ready. Okay. So, yes, that physical preparation is important. Now, not only are we physically preparing through exercise, but we're also physically preparing by what we take in our bodies, right? So, what we're eating and what we're drinking. Because when you travel internationally, there are differences in the way food is prepared, there's differences in the water and things like that. So, one of the things that we do is we fast. Okay. So, we fast. For spiritual reasons and for physical reasons. Okay, so I'm here to talk about the physical today, but that clears out our system, right? And then we begin to put good things in our system, right? I encourage the missionaries as much as possible to be mindful of the things that they're putting in their body, mindful of the things that they're eating, to eat healthier during this period of time. And then to supplements, we talk about supplements as well. Now, our first preference is that anything that you're looking for in supplements, vitamin D, B, E, A, whatever, all the vitamins, all the supplements, all the, if you're, our first preference is that you get it from your foods, right? So my husband teaches one of the courses and talks about, how to make sure that you're getting these things through your foods and what foods are beneficial, right? What foods, what drinks are beneficial. So that's the first preference, to get it through food. Okay. But if you need to supplement, then we talk about using all natural supplements. We talk about what supplements or herbs or oils to take with you on your trip. Like oregano oil is always a good one. If you feel a cold coming on or fever coming on or anything like that, any kind of mucus coming on, anything like that, oregano is good for that, right? We talk about garlic, and preferably the odorless garlic, right? Because that helps with repelling mosquitoes. Now, of course, if you're not a person who's into the holistic types of things, then certainly you can go and, purchase your off and the off spray and, whatever it is that you do for those particular things. But our first inclination is to do things holistically. Okay. Our first inclination is to do things holistically. Okay. So we do. So then and then I run down a list of, okay, these are some supplements that you may want to have on hand or that you may want to take throughout. So there are certain ones you take throughout your stay there, and then there are certain ones that you just want to have on hand. Like activated charcoal is a great one to have on hand because if you eat something that doesn't quite agree, then you can take some activated charcoal, and that will help to remove those toxins. Right? Activated charcoal is what they give people who um, overdose, whether intentionally or unintentionally, on things, right? It helps to your system to purge itself of the toxins. So it's always good to have that on hand, right? So these are some of the things that we talk about in terms of physical preparation. Okay, so I think that's all that I want to say on that tonight. Certainly, if you have any questions, you can put them in the chat. I'm going to ask you to share this broadcast out, okay? Maybe it may not be, maybe you're interested, but there might also be other people on your timeline that are interested and they would never know about this opportunity if you didn't share it on your broadcast. Share it on your timeline, right? Or you may not be interested, right? But share this broadcast out so that this word gets out. We have 2 more days before registration closes. Okay, we've got 2 more days before registration closes. Registration for the trip to Botswana in August of 2024 closes February 29th, 11:59 p.m. Okay, and we have 4 slots that are available. And we know that, God is going to fill them. And, God may be talking to you. You may be the person that fills one of those slots. And if so, we want you to go to this link, and I'm going to put it in the chat. It's also in the description. Okay. You all know I can't do too many things at once. Here we go. Can't talk and type at the same time. All right. So you want to go to this link. Oh, see, and I did it wrong. You guys. Let me see if it'll let me. Yeah, it does. That's nice. It lets me delete it. I'm gonna have to do it all over again, guys. See, I don't multitask very well at all. Let's see. The thing is, now I've got to delete it in all of the places that I'm broadcasting right now. Anyway, the link is in the description, and the correct one is coming. Here we go. It is bit.ly/MM4H Missions. Okay. When you go to that link, put your name and your email in. You are going to get information to your email about the trip. And you're also going to get information on the course. So new this year, we are offering the course separate from the trip. Now, if you're going on the trip, the course comes with it. But we have decided that we will offer the course separately in case there are people who want to take the course, but may not necessarily want to go on the trip in this particular year. So you can get the information on the course as well. This is a certified course, and I don't mean, oh, we're just giving you a certificate. No, I mean that this course is being provided to you through an accredited university, okay? Global Impact University. And so we're super excited about that. We did it for the first time last year. And so through this course, you have the opportunity to obtain your certification for being an international missionary. Okay, so this course is no joke, y'all. This thing, we not, it's not surface type stuff. This course is no joke. All right, it's going to have you more than prepared for the trip. If you go with us, okay, with Money Mastery for Her, or if you decide to go with another organization that is doing missions, maybe your church or some other organization, but they don't offer any training, you can certainly take the training through us and then go and do missions somewhere else. that's fine too. Of course, although we would love for you to go with us, but that's fine too. Okay. It is more important that we make sure that we make this available to people who have opportunities to do missions, but maybe, are like, I don't know. I've never done it before, or I've done it before, and I just still don't really feel comfortable. Now you can be certified in it. Okay. Um, yeah, now you can be certified in it. I paused for a moment because I wondered if I thought about saying something. I'm like, no, I'll hold on to that news. I'll hold on to that news for now. So, anyway, thank you for joining tonight. Hope you learned a little bit about our physical preparation and missions. And we'll see you tomorrow night. Okay. Tomorrow is the 28th. So, 2 more days before registration closes. Uh, Click the link. Oh, this is what I didn't share with you all. If you know for sure that God has not called you to do missions in this particular way, you can still support through giving. Okay. And so this is the link that you can give. Hey, Mom, good to see you. This is the link that you can give. No donation there isn't any donation that is too small. Okay. Your dollars, I'm telling you, they will go far in various countries in Africa. And so I'm going to also take a moment and put this donation link in the chat. This way, you can just click right on it if you want. There you go. And so again, you may not necessarily go on the mission trip yourself, or you may not even want to enroll in the class. You know that this is not for you, but you do want to support. You can do that through giving. Okay. Once again, thanks for joining us. We'll see you tomorrow night, 6 p.m. Eastern, for yet another topic on short-term missions. God bless you. Bye.